The little girl instantly saw that the woman was already pregnant, yet the woman was still pursuing her CEO father. She immediately used magic to cover her father's eyes, so that he too could see the baby inside the woman's belly. When everyone looked over, a black, evil spirit flew out of the woman's belly, and the reason the little girl could use magic was because she had been taken up the mountain by her teacher since childhood to study magic. Until one day, the teacher felt he was about to ascend to godhood. Only then did he remember to send the girl home. Then he used the magic of voice across 1,000 miles to summon the girl back to the mountain because he had things to arrange. After the girl returned, she sweetly told her teacher that she had prepared a gift for him. She took golden beans out of her pocket and scattered them on the ground. The beans instantly turned into paper offerings for the dead. The girl did this only because she thought becoming a god meant death. But when the teacher saw this, he became very angry and scolded the girl, saying bluntly that he was becoming a god, not dying. Then he looked worriedly at the girl in front of him, fearing that after he left, the girl might face danger alone. He immediately took out a photo and told her about her background. He told her directly that she was the daughter of the CEO of a publicly listed group, and that her father was about to be in danger. So he told her to go down the mountain right away to save him. Then, without waiting for the girl to speak, a beam of golden light sent the girl away. But just as the girl came down the mountain, she saw a gang of thugs kidnapping an old man. They were planning to drive an old van to escape the scene. At first, the girl didn't plan to meddle in others' affairs, but then she remembered her teacher had said she must not watch others die when she had the power to save them. Then, looking annoyed, the girl stood in the middle of the road. As the van sped toward her, she prepared to stop it with her bare hands. Golden light radiated from the girl's body. The next second, the speeding van was stopped by the girl's impact. Just like that, the little girl, with her strong head, successfully stopped the van. But the thugs, relying on their numbers, wanted to teach the girl a lesson. But the little girl calmly grabbed a handful of her hair, blew on it, and created several identical clones. The gang leader instantly grew afraid and retreated into the van, and the henchmen who didn't react in time were harshly taught a lesson by the girl. By the time the girl realized, the van had already driven away, but the little girl wasn't worried at all. When the thugs returned to their headquarters, the girl instantly used magic to appear before them. She rescued the old man who was about to be beaten. Then she took out her toy gun from her pocket, but the girl's action made the thugs, who had been afraid, suddenly feel smug. They couldn't help but mock the little girl, telling her to hurry home to her mommy, but with a single simple shot, she blasted them away. Everyone stared at the girl in shock and ran away in fear. Seeing them all gone, the girl comforted the old man beside her and went to find her father. The old man, shocked, looked at the girl who suddenly vanished. But on the ground where she left, he found a jade pendant. The old man instantly tore off the rope on his hands in excitement. Looking closely at the carvings on the jade pendant, he realized it was his family's ancestral heirloom. He couldn't help but start doubting the girl's identity. Little did he know, the girl just now was his own granddaughter. Meanwhile, the little girl had just arrived by her father's side when she discovered that someone had poisoned her father's medicine. Upon hearing the assistant say that it was the secretary who had prepared it to treat her father, the girl immediately grew angry and accused the secretary of being a bad woman. When she realized that the secretary was already pregnant and was still trying to pursue her father, she cast a spell onto both of their eyes so they could both see the secretary's child. Just then, the CEO's younger brother suddenly appeared, admitting that the child was his. The CEO finally realized he had been set up. The secretary had been planted by his brother in order to take over the company. The CEO immediately wanted to kick the two of them out, but then received news that their father had been kidnapped by them. He furiously accused his brother, saying bluntly, "That's our father." But the younger brother looked indifferently at the frail CEO, threatening him to immediately transfer the company under his name, or else wait for their father to die. But the little girl stood up at that moment, declaring that her grandpa would be just fine. She then pulled over a chair and stood on it and gave her uncle a hard slap. Everyone was stunned, staring at the girl, unable to believe she had dared to do that. The younger brother still wanted to punish the girl, but then received a call from his men men, informing him that their father had been rescued. He immediately stormed out of the office in anger. After the two of them left, the girl revealed her true identity. But the CEO refused to believe he could have a daughter. He wanted his assistant to give the girl some money to make her leave. The girl anxiously searched for the jade pendant her teacher had given her to prove her identity, but she couldn't find it anywhere. She thought it might have been lost at the thug's headquarters, so in her panic, she immediately used a spell to teleport herself back there. At that time, in the thug's headquarters, the younger brother had already arrived, angrily questioning his men how they had let someone escape. Just then, the girl suddenly appeared before them, frantically searching for her jade pendant. She even pulled out her photo and asked if anyone had seen her pendant. At that moment, the younger brother also learned that it was the girl who had saved their father. He immediately ordered his men in anger to teach the girl a lesson. The little girl looked at the arrogant men in front of her and quickly took a gourd out of her pocket. She simply pulled off the lid, called out a few names, and those men were instantly sucked into the gourd by magic. Just as the girl was about to punish her uncle, her magic suddenly failed. The younger brother instantly grew smug, snatching the photo from the girl's hand, and demanded she kneel to beg him. But after she knelt down, the brother ruthlessly tore the photo into pieces and threw them in front of her. The girl was so enraged that her asthma was triggered. She had just taken out her medicine to use when the secretary snatched it away and threw it to the ground. The girl tried to pick it up, but because she was too weak, she soon fainted. At that moment, a luxury car worth millions of dollars stopped in front of them, and then a tall figure stepped out of the car.